Irish Footy Vlogs, and today with Patrick Sharkey with us today. And Patrick is a Donegal man, and he's going to speak to me about the effect that Donegal players have had on Irish squad, and the Irish squad. You could say nearly Irish culture, couldn't you, Patrick, as well?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Now, Packy Bonner was kind of first, wasn't he? Talk to me about him.
Yeah, he was the first, maybe. Well, he was a one club man with Celtic at senior level as well, like, so he would have lasted till it would have went on till 1998, but I was born in 2002, so I have no memories of Packy Bonner as a player. I've watched over this lockdown, I've watched old games from Italian 1988, but he's definitely a brilliant player and all the rest, and he was a fantastic talent.
Yeah, I found Patrick Bonner, I was going to say, but Packy Bonner is more known by. I found he was a real leader in that team. He was commanding. He was voted. I think he was voted 14th in the Ballon d'Or one year as well. Might have been 19.
Yeah, he was. I think he's a bit like when you remember, a bit like in 2014 that penalty shootout where Keylor Navas is the hero for Costa Rica. He was our kind of Keylor Navas type player. That he was a hero for that penalty shootout.
Yeah, he was. I remember it. I was a child. And see, this is the point as well. It's my first real memory of watching Ireland in that World Cup. And the odd thing is, we didn't win a game.
We got free draws, and it's just the way the goal difference worked out.
We didn't win a game, but at the same time, we played a very good England side. We played a very good Dutch side. And the Egypt game was forgettable, I have to say now. It was awful. I wouldn't even bother watching that back. But the other two games, like you're talking with teams, England, Holland, capable of winning World Cups. Holland were European champions going into that competition, actually, as well, funnily enough. So they'd Hullert and Van Basten and players of that. But I remember the last 15 minutes of that game against Holland, which was very funny. Both teams knew a draw was enough. And both teams definitely played for a draw in the last 15 minutes. Nobody attacked. If that happened today, like there'd be people question the integrity of it, like it was bizarre.
Yeah, but that was that was Jackie Charlton's style play. He got that's how he used our style players. We weren't.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I think we had better players in that style. You know what I mean? We could play a bit. We had a lot of very good footballers. I still believe that I don't want to say ruined that team, but I'll say it actually. We ruined that team a little bit with the type of players we had because we had very good footballers around that time. Ronnie Whelan, Liam Brady slightly before. The likes of Dave O'Leary, very good passer of the ball. It was a strange one because he was a hero, Jack, because he got us to the World Cup and he got us to the Euros. But at the same time, we had really, really quality players. He fell into it. He was at the right time, put it that way. And, as you say, Packy Bonner, going back to Packy as well, one club man at Celtic. You don't see that much today, to be fair. And I'll never forget, was it against England? I don't know if you've seen it. We were 1-0 down, and he goes to kick it out. Now it was a long ball again, but the face on him, the determination. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's just he was just a man who he gave it his all. You could say he was never he's went on sensitive roles in the FA and UEFA.
Yeah. And the bizarre thing is when he went, we had another Donegal goalkeeper in Shay Giffen coming to the fray. And even better again, in my opinion, overall.
They both, Packy Bonner stopped playing for in 1986 and Shay Giffen started in 1986. Bizarre. So it was obviously like he replaced two men, but he obviously, he definitely grew up, came through the Celtic Youth Academy, he definitely grew up idolizing Packy Bonner.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bizarre, but Given was a brilliant shot stopper, one of the best in the world at the time. I think the only thing that stopped Given playing for, say, Man United or whoever was on top at that time, I think literally it was his height. I think there was a lot of keepers around that time, Man United, Schmeichel, and Chelsea, Peter Cech, and people like that, and they liked good commanding goalkeepers. And if Given was another, inch or two, I think he would have been up there at the very top in terms of overall goalkeeper in the world.
Yeah. He's had a really good career, but he went to Man City, and then he kind of got replaced by Joe Hart. But Joe Hart obviously then had his Carmo, Claudio Bravo, and then Ederson came in. So I think it all just comes in teams and all the rest. But I think he was just a bit unfortunate with the Man City move, and he's never been the same. Like in Aston Villa, he was decent, and I think at Stoke he was basically a no-show.
Yeah, Newcastle now, in fairness, he's brilliant. And to be fair, he played, I'm talking about top clubs there, but Newcastle were in the Champions League quite a bit when Given was there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know.
They were still.
He doesn't spend 12 years at a Champions League club for nothing. He obviously was a top quality keeper.
Yeah, he played with the likes of Alan Shearer, and I know Newcastle lost a couple of cup finals as well, which was just unlucky from Shea's point of view that he didn't get an FA Cup medal. I think they lost 2 in a row actually at one point. They definitely lost to Arsenal, and they just came up against very good teams in those finals.
But yeah, he's So what else could I? If you look at his career, it's been interesting because for the national team, he plays so long. But I think just he got that in that Germany game. He went off, and that was the end of his Ireland career. That was the end. Randall was coming in, and then as soon as he gave that assist to Shane Long, that was him nailed on for like the next 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, so many games over the years for Ireland. He literally saved us, like, you know what I mean? There were so many games.
Yeah.
There was one against Switzerland. There's loads of games. I just can't pick them out individually, but he just seemed to have this knack. He was very brave as well. Very brave goalkeeper. That's another point to Shea given as well. He had this knack of making miraculous saves and very acrobatic. Now, maybe not being the tallest help him in that sense, but very vocal as well in front of his defence, behind his defence.
But yeah, he since went on to become the goalkeeper coach at Derby County. No,
That's
he
right.
hasn't. The big rumor was when Frank Lampard took the Chelsea job that he was going to go to Chelsea, but I don't know why that never went through or whatnot. But
yeah, that never materialised. I'm actually a Chelsea fan as well, and I remember thinking that could be interesting. But I do wonder why that never materialised. It's a strange one, because it wasn't just a throwaway link either. Like, there was talks going on and everything. I don't know. I doubt if Shea Given turned it down, because obviously he'd be earning more money at Chelsea and obviously a better club, better team. But it might have something to do with the directors. You wouldn't know, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a strange one. It's a pity from his point of view. But so another player I suppose we'll talk about is Seamus Coleman. So I love Seamus Coleman though, because he was at Sligo Rovers as well.
Yeah, one of the big difference between, I know I don't like to compare defenders to goalkeepers, but the big difference between him, Shea Given, and Packy Boner is that he came through our league and he started playing senior performances.
Yeah, I love that. I love when players do that, particularly when I wouldn't have seen him play much, if I'm honest, when he was at Sligo, because he didn't play much for Sligo, but he was talked about, without question. He was talked about. And when he moved to Everton, I remember thinking it when he moved to Everton, I'll keep an eye on him, that kind of way. And to go on and have the career he's had with Ireland and Everton, it's fantastic. Like, very good right back. Again, do you know what? He would have moved on to Manchester United or Chelsea or Man City or whoever it was, had he not got that bad injury 2 years ago. I think that was the time he was going to move.
Definitely.
And that bad injury against Wales cost him.
I think, but there's been a year or two or maybe even 3 years before he got that injury. There was always rumours of him. He might not have been ready, but there's been like your Arsenals and Man Uniteds were going for it. I thought he should have probably made that move, even if he flopped and all the rest. He could have always went back to Everton. I always felt maybe he should have jumped at the opportunity when he had it. But
I agree with that. Yeah, I think I remember back to the time when he did break his leg or whatever, that it was fairly certain that he was going to move. That was the time he was going to move. So for that, you're right. He probably should have went earlier. But I think that was literally the time. And once he got that injury, you just felt yourself, that's the time gone, isn't it? Because these clubs, they don't really like buying full backs that are 30 or 31. Because, you know what I mean, they like their players to be able to get up and down and to be able to invest in players. But exceptional captain, though, exceptional leader, has been great for Ireland. Good going forward, good defensively as well. We do have that argument at the moment. Some people suggest that Matt Doherty should be there instead of him. My view personally on that is that Ireland could play a system where you play 2 wing backs. Doherty suits a wing back system, and Coleman plays on the right of the 3 centre backs. What would you think of that?
I think it's a brilliant idea because, like, you know, we're in this awkward position where 2 of our top players, in my opinion, are in right backs, but you know, Matt Dorb already has the ability to play as a wing back or even as a winger. You know, under Stephen Kenny, we might go to playing wingers. He might find his way through that formation, but yeah, it's interesting. To see.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because he played 1 game against Gibraltar on a dodgy pitch and a dodgy stage right wing, and people just wrote him off immediately that he can't play right wing.
Yeah.
I think he can play right wing. He has the ability to play right wing. So he could do that too. More as a right midfielder, not a right, what would you call it, like if you're playing 1 up front and 2 wingers. So not a winger as such, but a right-hand side midfielder. Gary Kelly did that for Ireland for years as well, and he was a right back. So, and Coleman could do that as well, by the way. But I'd rather him at right back because he's better defensively than Doherty, I think. But then again, as I say, that right-hand side, the centre-backs could suit Coleman as well because he was playing there for Everton recently, or as recent as the football was on. Yeah. But that could definitely suit him because he's got the brain for that. And because he's not part of a 2-man backline, you'd have the likes of Duffy and maybe Egan there, and Stevens as a wing-back the other side. It actually suits the players we have, that system, I think.
I totally agree. I definitely think we need him there. Like, and he's, you know, didn't he provide that assist to Wes Hoolahan against Sweden? Yeah, because that was a fantastic assist. Yeah. I know, like, and all the rest, it's probably a lot of it's powered by Eamon Dunphy, probably, but we talk a lot about that Sweden goal by Wes Hoolahan, but I actually think that was a fantastic assist Seamus Coleman gave.
No, it was, yeah. So that's the 3 Donegal players. Are there any more Donegal players coming through?
The best well, we need to look at Ronan Curtis hasn't really stamped as a 40 on the Ireland team yet.
No, but he's a good player though. He's a good player.
And he's come through our league as well with Derry City, but I personally think if League One does resume and Portsmouth don't go up, then he's going to have to take a move to the Championship.
He's one of the standout players in League One. Yeah, he's one of the standout players in League One.
Yeah,
it's funny though mentioning him there because I was talking to the guy at Derry City, and it's funny how it works. I've seen this with players before as well, but he said at Derry City he didn't really stand out as such, which is interesting, isn't it? But he says the improvement he's made since he left and went to England has been massive. It's funny because sometimes you see players that they just don't stand out. And Stephen Ward, who was at Bowes, you know Stephen Ward, the Irish international.
Yeah.
I've seen him play for Bowes years ago, and I would never have picked him out as a future Irish international. You know, so it's strange how it can happen, how some players develop at different rates, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it shows whatever the skilled scouts that they see, they look at them and think, he's good and all the rest, and there's but Fun Harp.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
Fun Harps have won the under-17 league back in 2018, so I don't know. Maybe I don't want to put pressure on any players on the team, but there might be 1 or 2 of them. Like they are, most of them are Donegal lads, so maybe one of them might go on and play for the country someday. But
you never know. There's a young striker there, I think, who got 13 or 14 goals last year. I think his name is Brown. Is that right?
Yeah. But
he was part of the senior squad this year, was he? But he hasn't played any games yet.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
But I think Finn Hart's brought in a few strikers, which probably doesn't help his path. But it's a difficult one, isn't it, as well? Like, you don't know if a loan move would be better. But then again, if he's a local lad and that, where does he move to on loan? He may not want to go.
Yeah, because they're,
he may not want to go somewhere else. But Ronan Curtis, though, you're right, though. He's one to watch still because, funnily enough, Enda Stevens kind of went to Portsmouth and he done great stuff at Portsmouth before he got his move to Sheffield United. So maybe we'll see Curtis do something similar as well, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Right, Patrick, I think we'll leave it there, Louis. So that was a great chat. Enjoyed that. And good knowledge on Donegal players and that. So we'll keep an eye on some of those young players and what they do in the future. Thanks very much.
Yeah.